Hi, everybody. It is Stacey Calder from the Business Success Network and Magazine. And I'm here today with another one of our sponsors. They're coming in thick and fast now. I love doing these lives with people. But I feel like we should have done this on Friday when we were live together. So here is my next guest. Hello, Philomena. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
Right. You have got probably one of the longest names in history. You've also got lots of smaller ways of shortening it. What do you prefer to be called?
So Phina's the easiest to write and type. It's not like an official name, but it's like the nickname, and
Do
it's
you
stuck
prefer, so if I
all my
say
life.
Phina throughout the interview, you're
Yeah,
not gonna,
Phina's
yeah.
absolutely fine. I just put Philomena just to seem a little bit more professional.
I love it though. It's such an unusual name. It's
I do
gorgeous.
love it, but each time I say it, I have to spell it out. So, and then I'm getting lost in the letters too.
I have to say, it is one of those when I'm typing it, I'm like, please get this right, because
Yeah,
otherwise.
and my dad spelled it differently also, so that always throws in something extra.
Oh dear. Right. Phina, let's start then. I'm going to be sharing this into the communities while we talk. So let's start by you giving us a bit of an introduction into who you are, what your business is, and what kind of your expertise are. What is it about your business?
That's right. So I'm Phina from Accountant Genie. We are bookkeepers and accountants, and we're based just north of Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. We offer a wide range of bookkeeping and accounting services. It can range from managing your finance and accounts emails, doing general bookkeeping, advanced bookkeeping, payroll, VAT, CIS, all sorts, to monthly management accounts, financial accounts, and all the various tax returns to HMRC, be that for self-assessment, partnerships, corporation, any type we do. And we also offer bespoke setup and trainings, and I also do mentor some bookkeepers too, which I do like doing too.
So basically, all
Anything.
that numbers and admin stuff that I hate, you love.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. And
Is
I
there?
love helping the business owners to be able to do that themselves, to save them some bookkeeping fees too. So that's like with the training and things too. I just love to do that with them.
So what I was going to say, is that the favorite part of your business? Is it the kind of the training and the helping people to get some independence,
I
really?
generally love the variety of it. So I can, like, no day is the same, and I love that. It means that I've got a broad range of expertise in various different industries. It just keeps me going, keeps me happy. But I do love spending like the day with a business owner and sorting through all their processes, be that with training or just setting up little systems in place. I love that too, as well as getting a tax return
It
too.
can be quite overwhelming, can't it? For instance, a small business, maybe a startup, and they've been doing it themselves for a while because, well, it's a startup and there's not, and they're building, and then it gets to a point where they think, right, okay, overwhelmed now. It can be quite overwhelming, stressful to take that leap from, doing a couple of transactions yourself into, oh, I need a bookkeeper and an accountant now.
That's where I found like my training in between is a really good, what's it called? Like a pit stop in between, because then some are so used to doing it themselves and they're not quite ready to let go, but it is quite a big lump and jump to do.
And I think that
software
goes with
will help
anything.
save them time too. So then just letting them have that little bit of training for myself for a day or two can just help them ease them into it. And then I can jump on whenever needed. So we have lots of follow-up sessions, and I can send screenshots of how to do certain processes, things like that. I do love that. And I feel like that's quite a happy medium for business owners.
Speak of the devil, look, and she'll appear.
Hi, Rachel.
Just talking about you, Mrs. Hutt. There we go. She's going to have to flick back now to see what we were saying. But yeah. accounting, bookkeeping, I think it's one of those things that you either love it or you hate it. But I'm guessing for you, there's no niche, there's no, I mean, do you have a particular industry that you love working with? Is it, the trades that throw their receipts in the front of their
I
van?
honestly love every industry. It's quite nice to know all the different kind of quirks of the industries. So with the children's activities providers, I've been doing quite a few work on those. There's a few new clients in that industry. They've got certain reliefs, but also VAT special rules too. I've got quite a few in the cars kind of industry, I guess, or motors industry. So you've got I've got garages, and I've got car sales people. I've got quite a lot of construction workers. And honestly, like the type of books, I do not mind whether I'm going to get a bag of scrunched up receipts or spreadsheets or software. I don't mind. I love it's kind of almost a breath of fresh air when I get the bag of receipts in.
Oh, lovely, brilliant. And so let's talk awards then, because yes, you're not a brand new sponsor. You sponsored last year. Last year was your first year of sponsoring. I'm guessing you enjoyed it, because otherwise you wouldn't have come back for a second year. Either that or you're glutton for punishment. I'm not quite sure which at the moment. So you're sponsoring business growth this year. And I'm guessing that's a really nice fit for you in terms of being an accountant, a bookkeeper. You get to see those businesses grow and develop. And so for you, it's a really lovely category, I think, anyway, that, it just sits well with your business. Is that your thoughts? Or
yeah, that's exactly why I decided to do it last year. And I thought I loved it so much, I'm just going to carry on. So that's why I'm back this year.
We'll put you in for next year as well then. There we go. And you have been since those awards, actually, you've been quite a strong part of our network. You've been heavily involved in our children's activity providers community, along with Rachel, who has said her ears are burning. I'm slightly concerned that my laptop's just told me it's running out of juice. 1 second. Oh, no. Otherwise, you'll be talking to yourself. Here we go. It's typical, isn't it, at the minute? There we are. Right. So, so you've been doing lots of things there. And I think the start of last year's awards were kind of you getting involved and saying, we've got this network going. And so it's been really lovely to get to know you over those 12 months, actually, and have you back this year as well. So I'm guessing you're looking forward to getting up on stage and presenting the awards, or is that the bit that you kind of go, oh?
Yeah, I'm still a bit in that stage. I think last year I was quite timid at the awards. Obviously Rachel introduced me. She was kind of like my hand-holding buddy on the day.
And you know what? You weren't the only person in the room, and I've talked about this quite a lot on different lives and events and things like that. But there is a lot of, and we realised this the first year. So going back to 2022, we realised how many people. And at the time we thought it was a COVID thing. People had been locked up. They were worried about leaving the house, but it's not. There's a lot of stress and worry, and it is that thing of walking into a big room and not knowing anyone. You need your wing woman, right?
Yeah, she helped me so much. So then I think after the awards and getting to know the community a bit more online too, then I think I came out quite a bit of my shell at the conference last week.
Yeah, we're gonna
oh hi, back again.
It was brilliant, actually. I just remember you running past me in the foyer going, I've got 2 sign-ups already. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, 48 hours ago, you were messaging me going, there was that stress of, I don't even know whether I want to be an exhibitor, and I've booked, and I don't know if I'm going to, there was a lot of anxiety.
So much in the lead up to it.
But I think it's really good to talk about it. And you have, people wouldn't know whether they met you at the awards last year, whether they met you at the conference this year. In fact, somebody said to me that we were having dinner with the night before the conference. They were like, oh my God, she's amazing. She was so chatty. She was so lovely. And I'm sat chuckling to myself thinking, I had a conversation with you a couple of days before, and you would never have known that you were worried or stressed out about
I
it.
needed those lives. When replaying those lives, they settle my nerves massively.
And
I
actually, you have, without knowing this, you've been playing in my mind over the last couple of days, because so I did do a couple of lives. I did one live on getting the most out of exhibiting for events, which was kind of a general one, and then I did one around stress, social anxiety, anxiety of going to events, because, like I said, over the years, we've realised there was a lot of people attending. You know, we had one guy up in his room dressed, but wasn't going to come down. Mr. C was very good at bringing him down. We had somebody else and they were quite young, you know, they were kind of teenagers, very much they needed to know where they were in the room. So we let them in beforehand. We showed them around, that kind of thing. So we'd got all these tools and tips and kind of helps. So we'd done these 2 lives. And actually, by you messaging me saying, where are they? I just need to find them again. It's got me thinking about, you know, what sort of power hours and one-to-ones I'm doing and all that kind of thing. And I think there is possibly a gap, whether it's within our community, outside our community, in general events communities, that people don't realise that there is this kind of internal struggle with a lot of people, and they just might want their hand holding a little bit. So yeah, you've got me thinking, what can we do? Maybe that's a collaboration coming up here. Dominic says good morning, and Rachel says she still needs a dress.
Ooh, I've got my dress. I got my dress.
So this year's awards, then, who are you? So I've asked this question quite a lot. Who are you looking to reconnect with? Is there someone in the room that you know that you just want to go and switch to? Or is there somebody new that you've not yet met? Or is there an industry or a type of person that you'd love to come over to you and say, hey, you know, let's connect, let's collab, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think I met quite a lot of familiar faces last Friday. So I feel like obviously meeting them again and the new faces from Friday too. That would be lovely to see them at the awards too.
So people like Gary Jones, that, you know, is used to shoving microphones and taking photos in faces. You now know him a bit better, so he'll be there on the day. That's great. It'd be lovely to catch up with him. And
yeah, definitely.
People like Scruffy Monkey, they'll be there. Yeah. So you met lots of people.
Definitely. Last year I was just a bit too shut off from it, so it'll be nice to just actually have conversations this year.
And you're bringing your partner this year, is that right?
Yes, I am. Yeah, that's exciting.
You're going to welcome them into the madness.
I know. It'll be amazing. I think he still needs to sort his suit out though.
Well, I was on Friday, we were having I was looking at all of Matt's Cuban shoes. So if you need any Cuban shoe advice, then Matt Richardson is the one to go to. If not, then I'm sure that it'd be great. Are you matching out?
I don't know. That would be quite cute, but I don't know. We will see. He's still got to sort it all out, so we'll see what the options are.
I love it. So business growth, then we're going to get you up on stage. You're going to present the award, 2nd year in a row. I'm really pleased that we've got you involved as well. Let's talk a little bit about Friday with the CAPS conference, because yeah, like we've kind of said, you were a bit unsure about exhibiting. You didn't know if it'd be right for you. But you have got quite a lot of people in that industry that you work with. I know.
Yeah, I met my client for the first time. And she was like, "You've got legs." And I was like, "Yes, I do."
I love that. You know, it's one of those things, isn't it? When God, I was going to say 2019, that's like nearly 5 years ago. We spent so much time with people on Zoom doing things like this that you kind of forget that people had legs. You kind of forgot that, you know, a lot of people were walking around in their lounge trousers or their pajama bottoms and just got dressed from here up. So I love the fact that you got to meet your client. Do you want to give them a shout out?
Yeah, so it's Jess from Showtime Circus. She's amazing. Or Jolly Jess.
Jolly Jess. I love that. In fact, she keeps popping up on my people I might know. I'll just remember that.
She's lovely. Absolutely lovely. And just full of energy and such a cheerleader, like Rachel also. it was nice to see so many like clients also in person.
And I loved your stand. It was very on brand. It was very blue, zero. Even the sweets in the sweet jar were blue.
Yeah,
it was amazing. So I'm guessing Zero is your
go-to software.
your
go-to
system software.
I do have QuickBooks also. We use Free Agent also. Sage. No, we're not happy with Sage.
No,
it's too clunky, too time consuming. We don't need to spend extra time on a software when you can get.
I think Zero is over the years, especially through lockdown, I've spoken to different accountants. It's kind of, I know there are others available, but it seems to be the most popular at the moment.
It's so easy to use, so easy to use, and that's why I love training the business owners on it, because if you make a mistake or put something in the wrong place, you can fix it like that. It's simple. You're not having to spend hours trying to reverse what you've done and redo it, things like that. It's done literally in a click of a button. That's
so you were at the conference, you got to meet your client. I know you got to meet potentially new clients. And I did say just before we click the live button that you get the bonus points for being the first person from that conference to jump in my inbox via email to follow up. So,
I don't thought I was late to it, because I have been quite tired over the weekend, just recovering from all the information and all the people and processing it all. I've definitely had some time needing to recover from it, but yeah.
And you're not the only one. And whether we're talking about awards or conferences, when you do a big event like that, for me, certainly, I spent Saturday kind of like, because you feel a bit discombobulated, or I think I call it the snow globe effect. When you shake your snow globe and you feel about a bit like that, because you've took in all that information, all that learning. If you're anything like me, in fact, I used to go to quite a lot of events with one of my team members, and she used to, after an event, she would say to me, don't speak to me for 24 hours. I need to go home. I need to sleep. I need to process. Whereas I'd fire up the laptop and I'd be like, right, folks, this is what we've done. And I'd be really fired up. Nowadays, I think I do get a bit more, okay, I need to process it first. But big events, they can make you kind of go a bit, whoa. So we had 10 speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot to process. Any highlights for you, or anything you'd learned or thought?
Oh gosh, there was so many. I think I took away, I made a page on every single speaker. So I took away so much information.
That is genuinely what I love. I'm a note taker, and look, we'll give Matt a bit of a shout out, because I stole one of his books.
I got his travel cup, so I don't have to walk around with QuickBooks.
Yeah, and I made notes. My child stole his bottle, so I now feel like I'm currently literally living with Matt Richardson's branding right now.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, my child stole a bottle. There you go. Somebody tag in Matt Richardson and tell him we're talking about him via merch. But it's almost on brand for you. Look.
It is. This one also, the travel cup was blue.
Yes, I think we have one of those as well. But this is the thing, isn't it? He talks about getting it on your desk, and basically we're doing his job for him by holding it up. So
we are.
It's almost like he did a really good speaker talk. But
yeah, and even the night before when we spoke at dinner, he was so supportive, and tips that the guy's got so much knowledge in him.
Do you know what? He gets a bad reputation because he, throws in those naughty slides that are going to get in trouble and stuff. But yeah, he is actually a brilliant speaker and very, very knowledgeable. But so you've got a page of notes from everyone. Was there? Go on, pick one highlight for me. What's the one thing?
Oh, I think. Yeah, no, it is really, really hard. I think I just learned so much because I'm new to sales. I'm not like a salesy person. So from like the sales strategies from Christina and the marketing side of things, those talks to me made quite a big impact, and I've made loads of notes on them, and hopefully I'm using them going forward.
Well, I know Tamara was talking about email lists and things like that. As I said, you were the first person to jump in my email this morning. folks that were at the conference, you know, get in my inbox. And really, you know, you've took those things on board. You can see that you're using them. As I said, you were so chuffed. I think it was about an hour in, and you ran past me going, "I've had 2 people tell me they want my services, and one more is kind of to follow up with." And I love that, because for me, we want the exhibitors to, you know, to enjoy it. We want the attendees to get loads from it. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. Look, Rachel's doing good. She's tagging in Matt now, so they'll be thinking, why are they tagging me in talking about this? Anyway, I am. I feel like I'm a bit of your stalker now, because I keep seeing you pop up everywhere. I just met you at the conference on Friday. We have both got legs now, which is brilliant. I know you've been doing some meet up and mingles with Rachel. We're going to get her to get some more going in that area, definitely. Yes. And obviously we've got the awards coming up as well. So I'm really excited. I love the fact that, you know, we are now in each other's circle, and we've got lots of stuff going on. What are you most excited for about the awards?
I think it's just experiencing it all again. It's such an amazing event. Even though I didn't speak to many people last year, I think I just started to know people's faces, started to follow the businesses, things like that. But I think the whole event as itself, food, I always love food, so I always go on about food. Food, amazing. Entertainment was amazing. Just the whole experience is, you walk away, I mean, well, I struggle with fatigue, but you walk away just full of energy and buzzing and excitement and, I don't know, overwhelming kind of support and love sort of thing from these things. So yeah, I think just the whole experience, I loved it last year, and I can't wait to experience it again.
Brilliant. And because it will feel a bit more kind of familiar with you this year, I'm guessing you're gonna love it even more.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because you're going to have so many supporters in the room and champions in the room.
Yeah, Elise is. I saw Elise pop up, and Anna's going, so they're also local. So yeah, they're.
We've got a bit of a Suffolk takeover, I think, haven't we? Are you all going up individually, or are you all car sharing? Because
I don't know. We'll have to arrange that still.
Can you imagine? Rachel says she needs 80 hours in the day. She does, bless her. We were trying to book something in yesterday. And she's like, yeah, tell me next week, though, which I get totally, because I've had weeks like that, one being last week. So it's full on at the moment, but we are awards ready. I think we are there. We're really excited. Now, remind me, you are also a finalist as well, I believe.
Yes, I am.
So which category are you a finalist in?
Services Provider of the Year, that's finalist, and that's quite exciting. So,
and it's a new category for this year. It's not one we've done before. I love this. Look, we've got the Suffolk cheerleaders going on now. Yeah, I want to come to Suffolk. I want to do one of Rachel's meet up and mingles. So I am going to nudge her to get one done after the awards. Let's start a whole tour going off, and we'll come and do some networking. There we go. Suffolk is awesome, apparently. Anyone else from Suffolk in here?
I think Marie was here also. I don't know if she's still here.
Probably, yeah. Yes, you need to come. I know. Right. So apparently I'm now coming to Suffolk.
Yeah.
We'll run a meet up and mingle. Maybe we should do an evening one where there's wine and gin. Oh, look, there's lots of love for you here. You're already winning, Phina Crawford. There we go.
Oh, thank you, Marie.
Yes, defo, come to Suffolk. Be great to meet you. Oh, well, why not? You know me. Croft Media is watching too.
Yeah, it's local.
There we go. So please do, if you're watching this on repeat, hashtag replay. And if you've got any questions for Phina before we shoot off, drop them now very quickly. Woohoo! Suffolk ladies are the best, apparently. Is there anyone not from
biased,
Suffolk watching? Is there anyone not from Suffolk watching? This could be carnage. It could start. I'm going to end up having to kind of pinpoint where I'm going off in the next 6 months, because I'll be here, there, and everywhere if I say that.
That's exciting, though.
Where can people find you? Obviously within the BSN, but where, if they want to get hold of you, if they want to find out more about, bin bags of receipts and turning them into, an actual service that works for them.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go?
So I'm on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn as my main kind of social medias. I do have a website also with some news articles on there, resources, HMRC. I have a lovely social media lady who manages my Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn
Fabulous.
too.
And are they all the same handle? What's the handle?
So they aren't, unfortunately, but they are. So if you type in A and then hyphen counting Genie Limited,
I love that.
then you'll find it. But I think they're like a.counting.genie.ltd on Facebook, and then I think on Instagram replace the dots with underscores.
So the best thing to do is go to the website because they're all going to be there anyway, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, and lovely on our Instagram, we share kind of little hints and tips all the time. Any upcoming kind of news things of various different industries. I just love giving out information. So if there's any questions, always ask me. I'm happy to answer them.
Absolutely. So, and it's really good, you know, it gives you your content then, doesn't it? If people are giving you questions, it's great for content. I used to do social media for a bookkeeper during lockdown, and we used to have some Friday fun because she used to say bookkeeping's boring, nobody wants social media on it. So we used to do a Friday, like a song of the day, and it was always about money, accounting. So we'd have things like bills, you know, but it after a while it can get really kind of, okay, what song is going on this week? And we'd get people to say, come on, what's your song of the week and stuff. So yeah, you can make accounting and bookkeeping fun and informative at the same time. All right, Elise is definitely bigging you up now. Look at this.
I have so many
amazing.
Thank you guys.
Highly recommend her. Absolute money accounting wizard. Genie.
Yeah, Genie wizard, yeah.
Oh, Phina, it's been brilliant to chat to you today. I'm always so excited to see you. Can't wait for you to see you at the awards. So we've done the conference now. We've got the awards coming up. I am going to nab you for the next UK conference in November as well, I think, because now you're part of the furniture now at these events.
I've got to ask my dad about the dates. And I think, what date is it? Is it the 15th?
15th of November.
That's literally just before my birthday. So.
Well, there you go. Birthday celebrations, UK.
Only 26, so not a big one, but.
Okay, now I've just, you know, you can really go off some people. 26. 10 days till I'm 42. That's almost double. Thanks for that.
No, it's not. Doesn't feel it though.
It feels it to me. Can't do those, you know, the evening networking, longer gin drinking events anymore without starting to get a little bit of a bad head. And Rachel says, wait till we get to her age. So there we have it. She doesn't look a day over 26 either, to be honest.
Oh.
Right. On that note, I'm going to go before I get myself into trouble because we're now being called spring chickens. Yeah. If you'd have seen the way Amanda had us dancing around on Friday, I felt, well, I was videoing it along with Croft Media. So, yes, she definitely got us all feeling like spring chickens, didn't she?
Definitely.
Right then, folks, please do go and check Phina out. Please connect with her and have a look. And if you haven't yet got your BSN ticket, you need to be really quick because I was doing the spreadsheet last night and there is not many left. And I'm not saying that to try and boost sales. I'm saying it because there are still some finalists that haven't got their tickets yet. And it's making me get a bit, can you imagine winning and them not being in the room? Folks, you don't want to do that. Get your tickets in now. Phina, I will see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much for this morning.
Thanks.